Bob. Whatever happened to Tamir Goodman?
Well, see, Tamir Goodman was only a junior in high school when we did that story last year. Now times are getting closer, and a lot has changed since we first introduced you Tamir Goodman. You know, he's faced with the challenge of balancing a budding basketball career with his Orthodox Jewish faith, which does not allow him to play on Friday night and Saturday. His game is so good that he was slated to play for Gary Williams at Maryland this coming year. Well, quite a bit has changed since that for Tamir Goodman. For those changes, Darian Chapman brings us an update on Tamir Goodman.
It was 1 year ago when the name Tamir Goodman was almost a... Tamir's Orthodox Jewish faith, which precludes him from playing on Shabbat from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday, was also the focus of great attention. In a world where religion and athletics don't often clash, many people could not understand how Tamir could balance the rigors of basketball with the discipline his religious convictions demanded of him. 1 year later, Tamir Goodman reflects on what was one of the most difficult times of his life.
With all the attention I had on me last year, it was really tough. It was really hard. I mean, my game went down because of it, because I can't get my repetition. My schoolwork's going down. I'm losing friends because I'm always doing interviews and I'm always, playing Mr. Celebrity. It's really hard, and a lot of times it brings tears to your eye, but either you could cry and mope about it and let it get to you, or you could just move on and learn from it.
Learn from it he has, and part of that process came in the form of a transfer to Tacoma Academy in Silver Spring. From a basketball sense, the transition has been smooth. However, when you consider that Tamir commutes to school over an hour each way from his home in Baltimore, and as a senior is trying to acclimate himself to a totally different social environment, you can see what kind of challenge Tamir faces every day. But for Tamir Goodman, things have worked out so far very, very well.
It's a difficult transition. It's a really, really, really hard challenge. Besides for fitting in the classrooms, besides for fitting in the court, on the court, I mean, it's just really tough. But the best thing about this year is everyone that's surrounding me this year has made it as easy of a transition as possible, whether it be my family, Harold Katz, coaching staff here, the players here, the kids at school here, the teachers here. Just all around, everyone's making it as easy for me, and because of their help, I think they helped make this transition as smooth as possible.
Tamir Goodman's move to Tacoma Academy is just one of several major changes in his life over the course of the last year. In January of his junior year at Talmudical, Goodman made a non-binding commitment to accept a scholarship to the University of Maryland. Word of Tamir's impending arrival created quite the buzz in College Park, where Tamir already had celebrity status. But due to a series of events, he withdrew that commitment in September of last year and later signed a letter of intent to play at Towson University. What followed were questions about everything from Tamir's skills to whether or not he had a future playing Division I basketball at all.
The hits I took were real bad. I didn't have a high school, I didn't have a college. I was hurt. People were saying I wasn't as good as I am. I'm playing through pain. I'm going to physical therapy every night. Every time I look up, it says fluorescent lights in the doctor's office. I took a lot of mental hits. My confidence went down. I took some time off, let myself heal, came back like the Tiger, and now I'm playing like a Tacoma Tiger, and soon to be a Towson Tiger.
Tamir Goodman has been forced to grow up rather quickly over the course of the last year, perhaps more than any high school senior should be expected to do. But throughout all of this, Tamir has found peace, the type of peace that's allowed him to become just a regular kid again.
I have such a demanding schedule, but by the end of the day, I'm a kid that has accomplished his goals throughout the day. They may be harder than most other kids, my daily schedule, but it's kind of something I've grown accustomed to, and I'm a kid, I love PlayStation.
The fact that Tamir Goodman has been able to be just another kid on and off the basketball court continues to show in his play. All you need to do is watch a Tacoma Academy game to witness the evidence for yourself. He is healthy, he is happy. He certainly remains a fan favorite of almost all ages and communities in the area. But for Tamir Goodman, the most important thing is he's finding the kind of balance he needs to take his game and his life to the next level. Darian Chapman, News 4 Sports.
What's great is that he's able to say candidly the hits that his reputation took, because people are saying, well, maybe he's not as good as everybody made him out to be. This guy is very special. Yeah. And he'll be good at Towson. He'll have a good time.
Got the courage of his convictions, too.
All right.
That's nice, George.
Thanks,
Thank you.
George.
That's going to do it for News 4 at 5 for today. Thanks for being with us.
But the news doesn't stop here. Jim Vance and Dorian Gintz are coming up next with News 4.
He has the baggy shorts. He has the moves, the shots, even the attitude. What Tamir Goodman has that other basketball prodigies don't have is a yarmulke. In the eyes of many who've seen him play, Tamir, who stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, is one of the best high school guards in the country. And he's an Orthodox Jew, required by religious law to cover his head. His yarmulke stays on even when he's juking opponents out of their sneakers.
I realized God gave me this talent, and if I use it in the wrong way, I realized he could take it away from me just as fast as he gave it to me.
We're usually thought of in terms of brains and accounting and lawyers and things like that. And to see a guy who's so skilled athletically, it's very exciting for the community.
Tamir attends the Talmudical Academy of Baltimore, an Orthodox school dedicated to the religious training of its students. Harold Katz coaches the school's only athletic team.
Tamir! Tamir! I got one basketball player and 11 rabbis. And by that I mean that we've got a guy with a future in basketball, and the other guys have a future in whatever, law, business.
Even playing in a gym so rickety its lights frequently flicker, Tamir, who could dunk a ball when he was in the 8th grade, shines. Only a junior, he's already been offered and verbally accepted a scholarship to play for the University of Maryland's Terrapins, one of college basketball's best teams.
I don't think we're talking red shirt. I don't think we're talking development. I think we're talking a guy who can play right away.
A week after committing to Maryland, Tamir was in the stands to see the Terps play. He did not go unnoticed.
University of Maryland has been a buzz recently with that gentleman right there, Tamir Goodman. And if you listen to the coaches, they say he is spectacular.